YouTube, what the heck is up? Welcome to the vlog. It's about 6 a.m. and I'm just gonna bring you along today. You're just gonna follow me through my day. I work full-time as an occupational therapist, so we have to do that today, and then I have a fun evening. So let's get ready for the day.
Here again, you tell me you just wanna be friends, so I act like I don't understand. Go ahead now, be the man. Let's pretend, don't know about your little plan. It's so cute and
I had a roommate once that would spend 10 minutes spreading cream cheese on her bagel because she had to have everything like just perfect, which was really sweet, but also I'm a done is better than perfect kind of gal. Reading Onyx Storm because it just came out. Ready to go. Physically, but not emotionally. I'm glad it's finally warming up today because I don't think I could handle another cold day. Step one of the day is to chart review. Today has been busy. I'm on acute care. I've seen 4 patients this morning. All evals. I have 8 evals today. Anyways, let's go eat lunch because I'm hungry. I headed to see a few patients this afternoon now. Work was long but good. Debrief of the day. I was on acute care, so I was seeing acute patients. Our role on acute care is to evaluate and plan for discharge for the most part. So I saw 7 patients today. I did put my foot in my mouth with one patient. I went in to see him, and before I went to the session, I chatted with the physical therapist and we had talked about dovetailing him. So like I would go in, get him up moving, whatever, and then be like, let's go for a walk in the halls and hand him off to physical therapy. And then I went in, said that, and he was like, I don't know if I have it in me to do both today. He was like, I'm usually very motivated. This was an eval, so it was our first interaction also. So I'm like, trying to build rapport while also trying to push a patient is a really interesting line to juggle. Usually I like motivate, but also like empathize, have empathy, empathize with patients while motivating them. So I'll be like, oh, like what's limiting you? Oh, I'm in pain. Oh my gosh, that's so hard to push through. Let me go talk to your nurse and see if we get any pain meds. If not, I'll show you some strategies to help manage pain, and maybe we can find some ways to move around it, you know, things like that. So I was like motivating this guy, and he was really just like, honestly, I don't really even have it in me for 1, but I definitely can't do 2, and I already walked in the halls, whatever. So I ran out of the room to go re-coordinate with his physical therapist because I knew she was just around the corner, and I was like, he's only got 1 session. Do you guys need to see him or do you want me to? Whatever. Had this conversation, decided that I was gonna see him and just, you know, do what I could. Help him stay strong, evaluate. Discharge plan was most likely gonna be home, whatever. I go back to the room and there was a doctor in the room, classic. So I was just like, I'll go type a note and watch for the doctor to leave. The doctor was sitting down, which is abnormal. Maybe not abnormal, but like not the most common thing. So I went to type a note because I was like, the doctor's sitting down. It's probably a long conversation. I bet they just have a lot of conversations. I saw the doctor leave. I went back in and I was like all gung-ho, like, yeah, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be awesome. This is our plan, yada, yada, yada. And he was kind of quiet, and his wife was kind of quiet. And she's like, you know, you should do it. And then finally he was like, you know, I just got diagnosed with cancer. And I was like, we don't have to do therapy right now. This is the least important thing. But it just sucks when it's like, I was technically in there first, and the doctor would have come in, saw me in there, and been like, I'll come back after therapy, but it just happened to be that I stepped out of the room. And I felt horrible, and I was like, what do you need? Like tea, coffee, warm blanket, anything. And yeah, I just left. But you just want to give people a big hug and be like, it's gonna be okay. Moments like that are hard because I have a job to do. And I don't know the whole situation. The doctor had not put in a note of like new diagnosis of cancer. So it was a bummer, and I felt awful also because like before the doctor came in, he was already like, I don't want to do this. So I came back in with like extra pep and extra motivation. And then of course, like I'm too gung-ho and too peppy, and reading the room is hard, I guess. I'm not really sure there's anything I can learn from that because truly I went in blind. Usually I'm pretty good about like reading the vibes, but I had been in the room and had already developed a little bit of rapport and a little bit of a relationship with this person, and then I stepped out and came back to a completely different room that I was not expecting. So sometimes that happens and you just have to adjust. So making someone that you don't know feel cared for is a really challenging task to manage, and I tend to find just like offering simple needs that I can accomplish, like, do you want water, or do you want a warm blanket, do you need anything from me, I'm gonna step out and give you some time, is the best way to navigate that, I think. But if you have any tips, let me know, because we're all just navigating how to interact with people here in the healthcare field. Anyways, tonight we are doing dinner with our neighbors and we're doing pizza. So Jake and I made some garlic knots to take, and those are in the oven now. And then we have to be there at 6. It's 5:45. So we have about 15 minutes. It's a 2-minute walk. So dinner was lovely. Sorry to like not share that, but I'm never gonna stick a camera in people's face, and they have kids, and like it's their home, not my home, so I don't want to put that on the internet. But it was nice, take my word for it, okay? What is interesting is we don't live in the city, we live slightly outside of the city, and when we moved out here, I didn't realize how much I was missing a sense of community, and we have that so much, even though we're on the boonies and everyone has a little bit of land. It's not really the boonies, everyone's on like 0.5 to 3 acres. We're 10 minutes from a grocery store. Like we're really not out, we're not out there, but like we don't live in a neighborhood. I used to live in freaking townhouses, and I feel like I have more of a sense of community out here than I did blocks from Old Town Arvada. Or like I also used to live in the low-high area, so very city vibes there. No community. So it's just interesting, but we have such a great community here and I love it. Now it's chores o'clock, so I'm gonna run to Costco and get some gas because we're gonna go skiing this weekend and I wanna make sure we have gas and I don't have to stop. But I have time right now, so I'm just gonna run to Costco and get some gas because I don't live in the boonies. I live close enough to a Costco that I can just run that errand. Gotta go tell Jake though, because he's working, because all he and I ever do is work. Hey, I'm gonna run to Costco for gas.
Okay, be safe. Where are you going?
Costco? Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Let's go run errands and yap. It is way too cold to go without a jacket. But it is never too cold for Crocs. Is that lighting good? You guys like that? I'm in a book club with my friends, which I know is freaking adorable. We're reading Committed by Elizabeth Gilbert. She's the Eat, Pray, Love woman, author, talent. She wrote Eat, Pray, Love after her divorce when she went to like, what did she do? Italy and then India and then Brazil or something, wherever she met her lover. And then this book is about her like grappling with getting married again after a rough divorce. And it's interesting because she like talks about the history of marriage. I'm unwed, and a couple of the girls in our book club are married, and I'm curious to hear people's perspectives on marriage. It's definitely made me also think more about like what I think marriage is. And I personally I don't subscribe to any religion, so marriage has no like religious upholding to me, and also like government wise it doesn't necessarily have any standing with me. I haven't fully formed my thoughts on it yet, but the book is interesting because it's made me think about it more than the sense of like, well, you date someone and then you get married, obviously. I'm listening to it. I don't normally listen to books, but it's a listener for sure, not a read for me. I don't think I have looked at my car closely in a while. Since I was filling up gas, I was just standing there looking at it, and I think it's just from this week because I washed my car not that long ago and then broke my freaking license plate. But the mag chloride, or whatever salt we use on the road here in Colorado, is caked onto the side of my car. So I need to add getting a car wash to my to-do list. Maybe this weekend will just be like a good productive weekend. This weekend might be a good one to vlog. You guys like my vlogs? Should I keep doing them? Tell me. I'd appreciate it. Okay, I have to drive now. Bye. To finish off a very busy day, I'm gonna watch a Netflix show, and then we're gonna go to bed. So I think this is where I leave you. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so you should watch it, and I'll see you on the next one.